make a show.
Let's go. I've always loved taking something pretty ordinary and elevating it. Surprising people with moments that let them know I was really thinking of them.
What?
That's what you want. You want that shape and texture.
Come on.
This is about connecting with friends. I love that we're doing this together for the first time. Making new friends. That is so good.
We're family now.
I am physically nauseated watching that clip. That is like a parody of what that show should be. I had to get it totally wrong to get it totally right. I just love, really one of my favorite things is doing small, wonderful acts of charity and kindness for people to let them know I'm thinking of them.
Hey, I love your Luke.
Sorry, what's that?
Your Luke. You look amazing. Your Luke.
My Luke, my
Look. She likes my Luke.
It's so fake.
This can't be real.
Look at how much honey we have.
We're not in the pursuit of perfection. Woke us all up. We're in the pursuit of joy. Love is in the details.
I have to do it totally wrong
To get it totally right.
It sucks.
Are you joking?
It's
This
bad.
is terrible.
You suck.
You suck. Just talking nonsense. It's stupid.
Well, it finally happened. Netflix just gave Meghan Markle a dose of reality, and let's just say she didn't take it gracefully. Her latest show, a complete flop. Critics tore it apart, and the ratings, absolute bottom of the barrel. According to sources close to the production, Meghan is livid and pointing fingers in every direction except her own.
But this is the new show that Netflix is promoting with the American actress who became a duchess, who tried to destroy the royal family, which then booted them out of England.
So why did you say yes to doing the show?
Because it's you.
Yeah.
Like, guys, you don't got to do this. Please, I'm begging you to stop.
You just can't keep faking it. It's too hard.
Unfortunately for all of us, Netflix has already filmed not one, but 2 full seasons of With Love, Meghan. And despite the cringeworthy reviews and relentless backlash, they're actually going ahead with season 2. That's right. This sinking ship is getting another voyage. Somewhere, a cancellation angel just wept. Viewers are left scratching their heads wondering if Netflix has lost the script, or if they're just too committed to this disaster to back out now.
I don't think it has a chance of surviving. I think if there's any justice, it's going to, just sink quickly, and Netflix will move on to the next best thing. Meghan Markle to the TV industry, it's lowering the values, it's lowering the brand of Netflix, and it's wasting all of our time.
The woman who destroyed her in-laws' family, whose own family doesn't like her, whose the in-laws obviously don't like her, the public doesn't like her, she seems to be one of the more vindictive, sort of nasty figures in public life. What's the title of her show? Love Meghan. For what? To watch? Who wants to watch Meghan Markle bake a pie?
That's why a lot of these celebrities that start these things, they can't keep up. Like the Meghan Markles.
But you're the same.
You're the same.
Like, I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
I knew her a bit before she met Harry. She was nothing like that. She didn't speak like that. Her mannerisms weren't like that. This is all fake.
Let's be honest, this wasn't just a flop, it was a full-on Netflix mess. With Love, Meghan was supposed to be her big comeback, but viewers called it fake, forced, and totally out of touch.
Enough for Bill Simmons over at the Ringer podcast, which was acquired by Spotify, to call Harry and Meghan, quote, a fucking grifter on his latest podcast. Here's what he had to say.
I wish I had been involved in the Meghan and Harry leave Spotify negotiation. The fucking grifters. That's the podcast we should have launched with them.
Spotify calling her a grifter was brutal, but this is Meghan Markle's full-on Hollywood crash and burn, and it's happening in real time.
Meghan's podcast has fallen off the charts. She's been criticized for the content. There are rumors that her As Ever launch wasn't as successful as she considered it. Critically, With Love, Meghan was not a success.
Just when you thought the chaos had peaked, Meghan's homemade bath salt tutorial on Netflix sparked a legal nightmare. A Maryland woman, Robin Patrick, says it caused severe burns and ulcers, made worse by her diabetes. She blames ingredients like arnica and pink salt and is now threatening to sue Meghan, Netflix, and Archewell for a staggering $10 million. And if you thought the show's ratings were rock bottom, wait until you hear what Meghan said in her latest interview.
Here's an email that I've been keeping for you.
I have full body chills right now.
This is why it's so nice to not have makeup on. Thank you. Yeah.
That is so beautiful.
No.
And she also is pretending like she's crying. We zoomed in just to see. There isn't a tear in sight. Dan, look at this. I invite the viewers to take a close-up look at this. Where's the tear?
As opposed to, oh my gosh, I work so hard and I appreciate what hard work looks like. I like working hard.
You're complaining about your hard life and you're so privileged. It's just so weird.
It's ridiculous.
And Meghan's just accepting all these compliments. I know I'm great, aren't I?
I've never seen someone that struggles to just give us like one strip of authenticity.
Meghan Markle's crying on podcasts, signing gifts with a royal title she barely holds, while her staff keeps quitting. Behind the tears, lawsuits, backlash, and rumors of a messy past. Honestly, Duchess of Drama says it all.
She wants all of the privileges that go along with an identity, but she doesn't want any of the responsibility. She doesn't want to do any of the work. She wants the tiara. She doesn't want the public service.
And get this, people online are saying Gayle King, the talk show host, is more of a real astronaut than Meghan Markle is genuine. That's the internet's way of saying, we see through the act.
This woman looks to me like a malignant narcissist. This woman has zero self-awareness.
I love that your eyes are sparkling right now. You know, Meghan, how are you today? Which, by the way, I just have to say, yes.
Enjoy them.
I forgot to have fun. You're right. You're right.
That 2-hour podcast that I just had to sit through with Jamie Keen-Lima, who is also very cut off from the rest of the world.
Meghan sat down with Jamie Kern-Lima, a self-made billionaire and motivational speaker, for a podcast promising real talk. But viewers got the opposite. The host was awkward, and honestly, she seemed faker than Meghan pretending to cook on Netflix. Just watch the clip. Meghan leans on famous friends like props, hyping herself up just to boost her own ego.
Welcome to Jamie Kern-Lima show.
Her show is unlike any I've ever done.
A revelation. When you listen, it feels like a hug, but your brain and your spirit and your heart is like, wow.
When I look into Jamie's eyes, I feel like I am on some other cosmic level with her.
I could see the light around her. She's infused with light.
Meghan dabbed at her eyes and acted like she was getting choked up talking about the pressure she's under. But viewers noticed. No real tears, just a performance. Social media didn't let it slide. Critics quickly found an old clip where Meghan laughs about crying on command, bragging she can fake tears in seconds. That video went viral, making her breakdown seem more like a scripted Hollywood scene than a genuine moment.
We're at Soho House, Toronto, which is basically big headquarters for me. I write my stories here, I take my meetings here, and it's kind of amazing because all over the world, if I'm traveling, Soho House can still be home base.
Now make yourself cry. Oh, I can do that so well. Oh my God, it's crazy. You're like, Meghan, one tear, left eye, go. Give me 3 seconds.
That clip quickly resurfaced, and just like that, her podcast tears looked more like an act than real emotion.
When you were saying, like, do you want to just do like cozies and no makeup? I like the idea of like, okay, great, let's let them see us.
Nobody talks like that and nobody acts like that because that's weird behavior that we're seeing from both of these people if we're supposed to be thinking under the impression that they're being authentic.
Just as the buzz started to settle, body language expert Scott Rouse weighed in, and it only added fuel to the fire. He highlighted Meghan's constant blinking, awkward facial expressions, and gestures that didn't line up with what she was saying. According to him, these nonverbal cues often signal discomfort or even deception. When Meghan spoke about her emotional pain, her voice cracked, but her face stayed strangely composed. No tension, no struggle. That disconnect had everyone wondering, was this genuine heartbreak or just another Oscar-worthy performance?
Do you think you'll be married forever?
Yes.
I have a letter.
He's also a fox, if you haven't noticed. My husband's very, very handsome. But his heart is even more beautiful.
Something's up here. See that little shoulder shrug when she said yes?
Yes, yes.
Did you hear how high her voice was when she said yes?
Yes.
When we're stressed, our larynx closes up a little bit and our voice tone gets a little bit higher. That's why the pitch of the S is so high.
She says she writes emails to her kids every single night so they can read them when they're older. Sounds touching, right? But let's be real. No kid wants to scroll through thousands of bedtime emails from their mom. They've got better things to do.
But before I go to bed almost every night, I email them.
Wow.
They will end up at one point in their life, maybe when they're 16 or when they're 18, that I say, Here's an email that I've been keeping for you.
Because that's really what you want when you're 18. 40,000 emails, Maureen, from your mother.
These emails are so that when my children are of age, they can come to me and say, oh my God, you loved us so much. It's me.
During the podcast, they showed a photo of a gift basket Meghan gave. Sweet gesture, right? But then came the twist, a handwritten card signed Her Royal Highness. Problem is, she's not allowed to use that title anymore. Not publicly, not privately, nowhere. So why is she still hanging on to it like it's part of her personal brand?
Zoom in here and it says, with the compliments of Her Royal Highness, the Duchess of Sussex. That is a title that was stripped from her when she and Harry made their whole racism debacle and left the UK, left their royal duties, and moved to the US to bug all of us. She's using it in private with her friends. That's even weirder than if they were still trying to milk the titles in public. That is just like all the confirmation that I need that this woman is just obsessed with being a royal, that is all this was all about. That she's angry that she screwed the pooch by claiming racism and basically getting kicked out of the family. She just can't give up the HRH titles that quickly. Like, this is literally what she has always wanted.
After stepping back from royal duties, Meghan officially lost the right to use the title. But that didn't stop her. Critics slammed it as delusional. Even some of her own friends called it downright cringe. Online, the backlash was savage, with people saying, "You can't have it both ways, Meghan. You quit the crown, so stop acting like you're still wearing it."
A staggering 2/3 of Brits are calling for Harry and Meghan to be stripped of their HRH titles.
Now, the king can end this feud, but not by shaking hands with this treacherous little weasel, but by stripping him and his wife of the royal titles that they love to use for commercial gain without doing any of the work.
And now, it's not just the public coming after Meghan and Harry. Even the monarchy itself is starting to feel the pressure.
Oh my God, that hat. Oh God, he's so hot. Look at him. Isn't Prince Harry? She bagged a fox. Oh, but look how nice is she pulling away from her lovely prince. It's so good. Who's filming this?
A recent poll revealed a shocking 97% of people believe King Charles should officially revoke Harry and Meghan's royal titles.
You can't use your HRH, you can't use royal, and you can't be half in and half out, which is what they wanted.
So far, King Charles has stayed silent. No direct moves, no confrontations. But insiders reveal that Prince William won't be so patient once he becomes king. Reports say he views their actions as a total betrayal and is prepared to sever ties completely to safeguard the crown's reputation. Whether he acts or not, one thing is clear. The feud between the Sussexes and the royal family has escalated beyond family drama into a full-blown national spectacle.
Now, she's stuck because she was an actress who became a real princess, who wants to be an actress again, but has to continue to pretend to be a real princess. The job of a royal is, in many ways, to be boring. The job of an actress is to get eyeballs. You can't do both at once, and she's trying to split the baby. She's a classic example of the modern woman, which is she wants to have it all.
He's a duplicitous, self-centered, vile, disloyal hypocrite.
Especially with Prince Harry still out there whining about not getting enough personal security for his family, as if he's the only parent in the world worrying about their kids. He's pointing fingers at everyone but himself, demanding royal perks after voluntarily stepping away from royal duties. The audacity is seriously next level.
He blamed pretty much everybody, of course, as usual, other than himself, including his father, the king, who is currently, of course, suffering from cancer.
Ultimately, this whole thing could be resolved through him, not necessarily by intervening, but by stepping aside, allowing the experts to do what is necessary.
He refuses to spend a single cent of his own money, but still expects the royal family to foot the bill. Seriously, you quit the job but still want all the perks? Yeah, that didn't fly. He lost that fight, and the backlash was savage.
I don't know how much longer my father has. He won't speak to me because of this security stuff.
Harry's digging an even bigger hole for himself here.
Well, I think he's dug so deep now, he'll strike water any day now.
Meanwhile, Meghan was already trying to shift gears. Her lifestyle brand, originally called American Riviera Orchard, quietly rebranded to As Ever. But the launch bombed fast. The name was already taken by small businesses who weren't happy about it. Then came the cringe. Her logo looked almost identical to the official coat of arms of a Spanish town, sparking a legal mess. Online, people weren't buying the polished image. It came off as desperate, a last-ditch effort for attention and cash, especially since the product sold out in just 30 minutes, and she'd only made a tiny batch to start with.
When I was reviewing her website in real time, doing my video, it said coming soon. But then, like 5 minutes later, we see that she put sold out.
A lot of people, Meghan Markle was also in the Soho House. They said that she was a girl that was hired to walk VIPs and fill out the red carpets and stuff like that, you know.
They hope to become actresses. They hope to become any type of celebrity, and they will do anything.
And it seems like that lady is a temptress. She's a siren. She's lured him into the rocks.
You know, they start their way up. They latch on to the first rich guy or famous guy they get that they meet at the Playboy Mansion. This is their exit strategy. I'm going to marry this man, and he's going to take care of me the rest of my life.
You know, I mean, she used to be on
Was
Deal or
he
No
infiltrated?
Deal.
And now,
Yeah,
you can't.
look, she was on Deal or No Deal.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, with a briefcase.
She didn't like being objectified on Deal. And did you think it was an executive position, ma'am?
Before Meghan Markle ever became the Duchess of Sussex, her past was already clouded by whispers and shady rumors. One of the most persistent was that Meghan once worked as a yacht girl, a term for women hired to socialize at exclusive high-end yacht parties hosted by the ultra-rich and powerful. This wasn't just idle gossip. It was the kind of rumor that stuck around and refused to fade away.
But Meghan Markle has been accused of being a former yacht girl. They're also claiming that she could have spent time with Prince Andrew and Jeffrey Epstein before meeting Prince Harry. Meghan was invited to join a yacht week in Croatia in 2016. There's evidence that suggests that she went on Epstein's yacht at the same time as Prince Andrew.
Some sources suggest Meghan may have attended those exclusive yacht parties early in her career, though no solid evidence has ever emerged. Then there's another claim, that Meghan knew far more about the royal family before meeting Prince Harry than she ever admitted. She portrayed herself as the clueless outsider, but was it all just a carefully crafted act?
Meghan did claim that before dating Harry, she never Googled him, and she said she didn't know much about the royal family.
I know someone who knows the ex-husband who said she had a vision board with Prince Harry on it.
While Meghan publicly insisted she didn't know much about Harry or the royals, her old blog posts and even a friend's account suggest otherwise. They reveal a long-standing fascination with royal life, maybe even a quiet plan to become part of it one day. Whether it's rumor, coincidence, or truth she's been avoiding, one thing's clear. It only adds fuel to the growing suspicion that Meghan's rise wasn't chance. It was carefully planned.
These two never stop going on global media to trash the royal family and the monarchy, and each time they do it, they chip away at the mystique and the magic and the popularity, and that's why I despise them for what they're doing.
Meghan and Harry were once seen as royal rebels, breaking tradition and shaking things up. But now, many view them as full-time attention seekers, turning victimhood into a personal brand. From staged tears to borrowed titles, from failed podcasts to questionable product launches, every move seems less about truth and more about clinging to the spotlight. They say they want privacy, yet they've penned tell-all books, signed multi-million-dollar deals, and launched brand after brand shouting, "Look at me." So the real question now isn't, were Meghan's tears real, but rather, is there anyone left who still buys it?